Tamers. I like Digimon.
3, 2, you want to clap? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. My name is Matt Banwart, and this is
Digimon Season 3 podcast. I'm your co-host, Chris Banwart, and we are here doing episodes 9 and 10.
I know last episode we did episode 8 solo, but we're picking up 9 and 10 as a duo just because not a lot happens.
Yeah.
Like we've talked about, we've hinted on it since episode number 1. This show moves slowly, and this is a prime example of 2 episodes that we didn't need.
Episode 10. Episode 10 was a little more. Excuse Mr. Sneezy over here.
I'm in a closed room. Allergies.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, and also I'd just like to say we are in a different set right now, using
tissues,
different microphones than usual. Oh shit! Matt has a bloody nose. Very bloody. Very bloody. Very bloody. Okay. Anyway, wow, what a crazy start to the podcast. There's actually blood everywhere. That sneeze threw some projectiles. Good God. Anyway, so I'm taking the podcast solo real quick. So pretty much here's what happens in episode 10. Or episode 9 is called Not As Seen on TV. And how it starts out is we have Digimon is still Growlmon. He has not digivolved yet. He can't figure it out. And they do a bunch of innuendos right at the beginning. Takado's like, yo, he's huger than huge. And he's like, and then they're trying to get him back and like where Guilmon stays. And he's like, Takato! I can't get in! And he's like, push harder! And Takato's like, I'll show you harder.
Okay.
And they just kind of, there's Matt, he's back, thank goodness.
I am back. Sorry, guys, there is blood dripping out of my nose, but
it's everywhere.
Were insane.
It was really weird.
Non-stop sex innuendos. By the way,
but that's the thing, is this show is originally meant for kids, and every parent lets their kids watch a show that they can watch low key, and the other kids won't get it.
Absolutely, but kind of like Shrek. This is the Shrek of TV shows, and by that I mean, and that's not that it's funny and animated. It is animated and it's also funny, but it also can pertain to a mature audience. Picking up, we were talking about your innuendos, right?
Yeah. So I just got done with all the innuendos at the beginning.
I loved one of my favorite details in this episode. If you didn't notice it when you watched it, it's the couple walking by, and she's like, "Who cares if it's a toupee for your chest?" And I'm like,
"Oh yeah, no, it's a call." They do it like 3 times. Like the first time, it's just like, honey, it's just a toupee, and she's like, yeah, but you wear it on your chest. And they say a few other times, but
by the way, looking around right now, I am apologetic for the amount of blood that is on the carpet.
Yeah, no, I explained it to them earlier. Not good. We're currently in our parents' house right now, recording this episode. So this episode kind of hit the fan pretty quick. We were 3 minutes in, barely got through any talking
points. Just like
points.
This podcast episode.
But we're not gonna. And I was talking about this podcast episode, but
okay.
We're not gonna restart. This is it. This is the one. I don't care, man. Fuck it.
Unfiltered. This is what we're talking about. We love this.
Yeah. Anyway, so Jerry, all right, who is the ship with Takato, 100%. Jerry, backstory sad as hell.
Jerry shows up.
We never quite explained that.
I know there was blushing and flirting with Rika early on, but honestly,
Rika ain't
I know Jerry's a freak. Honestly, dude, I'm just gonna say it.
Has the potential to be a freak in the future.
Rika's the kind that grows up and she's like, I'm so freaky, and then she's not freaky at all. Jerry grows up and she's like, I'm so boring, but then she's high-key a mega freak.
Oh, so I'm just going to say, like...
Takato needs freak energy.
That's what Takato's into, and you can just tell that's going to happen later. But Jerry's a fucking queen for one. So Takato's just like he's trying to explain his issue.
Jerry. We thought she was a freak.
Yeah.
And also she gives king level like relationship advice.
Absolutely. So Takato's like, yo, I have a friend. He got too big or whatever. And Jerry's like interpreting this as like, yo, Takato has a girlfriend who grew taller than him. Oh no, it was
a crush.
It was yeah. Takato was a crush, and like the crush like outgrew him. Or something like that. And she's like, damn. And she's like, yo, Takato, it's all right. Gives him some king advice. Tells him that she's all he needs. And then he goes back to his parents, talking to his parents.
Yeah, shout out to all those short kings, okay? If you're short and she's taller than you, doesn't mean a thing. Move on. There's a lot of fish in the sea.
As 2 6-foot+ men, we stand with you.
We stand with the short kings, okay?
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't say enough about them. Love a good short king. And honestly, we stand with them.
All my friends are short kings. All my friends are short kings.
We love them. We love a good short king. Okay.
Yeah, and so another thing is, so Takato goes back to his parents, and this is like one of those episodes that's filler, but like the people that recorded the dialogue were like, "Yo, what if we just like dicked around the whole time?"
Oh,
and his parents are talking, and Takado's dad, and his mom says like something like very like slightly innuendo-y, and his dad is just like, well, you know what they say in the studies, it does prove that women have that crazy gene, which is just his way of saying, Takado, your mom is a little bit of a crazy bitch. Like, out of nowhere, unprovoked.
I love the voice actor for the parents are constantly trying to, like fit in nonsense, and I love that energy. Takado, once again, steals from his parents. Old news. He is, honestly, I wonder if someone could calculate the amount of roles that he has stolen from his parents, the amount of revenue lost on their behalf, because he has stolen an ungodly amount of roles from their bakery.
Well, he only takes the day-old shit.
Yeah.
But still, you can still sell that. A lot of people only go to the bakery and buy that.
That's a discount. That's money. That's a cost leader, baby. I don't know.
Exactly. That's still expense.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's still money out the door. And honestly, I as someone who loves small town, family owned businesses, American entrepreneurship, and really this does take place in Shinjuku, Japan, I believe.
Something like that. I've never been to Japan. I know Kanto is region Japan because I played Pokemon, and I guess it's like a real thing.
Like, by the way, if you're watching this on video, I'm sorry, I'm wholly covered in blood. I believe it feels like it.
It's not awful, but I'm
bleed out of my nose. Allergies, winter time.
I mean, just for this episode of the podcast, it's going to be kind of lacking. Matt's coming down from earlier intoxication.
I am a little bit drunk.
It is. It's about 1 a.m. I'm pretty tired. But nonetheless, show must go on. Show must go on.
For your entertainment.
Yeah, and so I just want to say also that later in the episode, Cowmon gets Growlmon, which is Guillomon's evolved form. We already explained that, but he's just like, let's go play. It's 2 a.m. Growlmon shows up to Takado's door. He's like, dude, God, I'm in so much pain. I just want to play. I want to die. And Takado's just like, dude, what are you doing? It's 2 a.m. And then they go to the park, and he just goes and gets Henry. Like, Henry and Terriermon are just with him at 2 a.m. Because here's how I imagine this going. I feel like everybody needs one friend like this.
Takado needs a friend in a time of need, and he hits up Henry at 2 a.m.
2 a.m. No hesitation.
And Henry is there.
And he's not bitching and moaning the whole time. No, he literally, I guarantee, Takado calls him on the phone and is like, hey.
Ring. You're Takado, I'm Henry. Let's go.
Henry! Growlmon's out here and I don't really know what to do, and your Digimon digivolved one time. What do I do?
Hey, King, I'm there. No questions asked. See you at the park. The only park that has been Afro-named so far. See you there. Peace. Bye. Boom.
And I guarantee Takado didn't even have time to get a second line for Henry. He's just like, on God, I'm there. Okay, because here's the thing.
I'm there.
Everybody has one friend where no matter how crazy it is, they will be there. You say, hey, man, let's go to McDonald's. He's there. You say, hey, man, let's go on a spontaneous trip to Sweden and then see if we can't marry our way into, like, the Swedish royal bloodline. He's like, oh, fuck yeah.
Shit, man,
I guess. You know, he's there, bro. He's there. That is Henry.
Dude,
and then Terriermon. And the thing is he's chill about it. Terriermon is more like, not only does he go and try and marry into the Swedish royal bloodline, but he tries to go for the fucking queen herself, all right? Terriermon always cranks shit, and I'm here for it.
Terriermon he plays, but he doesn't play. And honestly, we love Henry's energy. I mean, I can't say this enough. Henry holds. Women come to Henry. Henry's not trying, but they're swarming him.
That's no question.
No question.
Also, I want to comment on this line specifically is, as they're in the park chilling, Rika and Renamon just show up. And finally, for the first time, now, you guys remember last episode, Takado and Henry and Renamon just show up out of nowhere. Finally, Takado's just like, how do you keep showing up out of absolutely nowhere?
Yeah.
Like, he finally says it outright is, where do you keep coming from? And it's one of those things where it's just like, finally someone said it.
Calls her out
and then so that's the end of episode 9, essentially.
Yeah, I mean,
he digivolves.
He digivolves. It's such a filler episode, but also so is the next episode. You see, and it's
the next episode really isn't anything to like the last 10 minutes.
Time out. This episode is so repetitive because we already saw this development with Rika, and this one is different. Stuff. So in the last episode, when Renamon first digivolved, it was because she acknowledged Renamon could be Rika's friend in private. This time she does it in public. And honestly, it develops the character, but only marginally.
Yeah.
But also, we get to see Ice Devimon, and the power of teamwork for the first time.
Yeah, that's kind of what it shows. Is before these guys have just been interacting with each other, at least like Rika and Renamon. Because
Henry and Takato are tight, and honestly, we already established this episode. They're legit. 2 a.m. They're tight. We get that. This is one that ties the trio together.
They might be tight, but it's more like they're in like the fledgling stages of friendship. Like this is like the part where like Takato's throwing a party, he's inviting Henry, but like he's going to a party, he may not bring Henry along. Like that's where they're at in their friendship.
Yeah.
But like it's still enough that it's just like, hey man, you know more about this. Let's meet about 2 a.m. This episode though, I mean, I trust you guys have all seen this. So Ice. Okay, so first off, Impmon talking shit off the gate.
Oh yeah, time out.
And this part's important.
Let's get away from the episode and let's talk about Impmon real quick. So he established Impmon, not Imp Mom. My mom is not an imp. Okay, she is
quite short though. She's quite short. She's a short queen.
And she does have impish behavior. Sometimes my mom does have impish behavior, but Impmon, M-O-N. First when you saw him, initial reactions, player. Second reactions, cock block. Third reactions,
kind of a dick.
Definitely a dick energy going up, but also player energy vibes. What is he hits on Renamon
again.
Right out the gate. He is smooth as freaking butter. I don't know what his energy is, but I love it. I want to see more of it. Thank you for the help with the tissue.
Yeah, no, and then also like we see him like he finds Growlmon. This is before the Digi devolver. I kind of forgot about this part. And he's like bullying him because Growlmon's got like the intelligence of like a child, all right? And he's like bullying him. He's like, "Hey, let's go, you dumb bitch! We're gonna go play. We're gonna go do whatever." And then finally Growlmon's like, "I've had enough of you, bro. You're being a dick," and just turns around. He blasts him. It's so satisfying because at this point I hate Impmon.
For real.
But here's the thing.
Impmon has problems. He has demons.
He shows up again.
He's taking on other people. Impmon's got problems. He needs to address them himself, so that we can open up to other people. And honestly, I'm not trying to get too far deep in the world of self-help, but Impmon is rude and disregarding to other people and particularly their partnerships with humans. But I think Impmon needs to reconcile his relationship with other humans.
I concur.
That way he can be okay with other people. I think he is internalizing his, whatever they are. We've yet to fully discover them, but I think he's internalizing his, shortcomings with humans and projecting other people. And honestly, we don't want no projection kings, okay? We're not here to project, internalize, recover, and hopefully have sustainable, healthy relationships with other people in your life, and don't try to take them down.
And no, I will also say, though, a sustainable, healthy relationship got to be Henry and Terriermon, because Henry and Terriermon, Impmon is talking shit to him. He's and Henry's like Terriermon, turn the other cheek. You're not gonna fight this guy, all right? You're gonna leave him alone. It's gonna be fine. And then Impmon says something on Henry's name, and Terriermon's like, all right, you know what, that's it. And knocks his ass out. Because, like I said before, Terriermon is OP, okay? Every single character in this show, I think Terriermon can 1v1. He is the angel of death. He is power incarnate, and I love Terriermon. I can't say that enough.
Terriermon, low-key, very good. We love Terriermon. We cannot stress that enough. 1 second.
Yeah, and we spoke earlier about the team fight versus Ice Devimon, where it shows like in the past they were just like people that knew each other well because they all had Digimon, but now after that fight it was like
they are a team. They are a trio.
They are a team. They work together. But what has to be mentioned during this fight is the whole reason it happens. I feel like we like to skip around a lot on this podcast. That's why it's important you guys watch the episodes. But so Icemon is creepy as hell. Icemon is just a grown-ass man Digimon.
Borderline an allegory for human trafficking.
He's being really rapey, man. I'm going to be honest. Rika's like... she's 14 in our canon, okay?
Yeah.
And the thing is like, whenever we reference anything they might be doing, such as, like, alcohol and, like, what their types might be, we're referencing 4 years down the road when they are of legal age in the United States. Even though I'm pretty sure that is, like, legal age in Japan. I don't know. They're really weird over there. But...
it's here nor there.
Ice Devimon's being a fucking creep, bro. It made me uncomfortable. And I just want to say, bro, but he brought up a point. He's like, hey, you know what? You're kind of a bitch. You got a heart of ice. I'm literally made out of ice. What if I became your Digimon partner? You could help me Digivolve. Well, I looked up his Digi-evolutions. All of them look like shit, for one. Okay?
True.
And number two, it's just like, Renamon shows up, and Rika's like, yo, you're my homie. Renamon Digivolves into Nine-tailed fox.
Whatever it is.
Ninetales from Pokemon.
Naruto, Ninetales, whatever you want to call it.
You know, something. Anyway, and so
Renamon,
you know Renamon does some violence, doesn't do it. They have to work as a team to stop it. We've already been over all that. But at the end of the episode, Rika's just like, hey, scram.
Is this the beginning of the official trio, do you think? In your mind, is this kind of like...
This is I think that right there was a teaser. Because Rika just said, I hate, at the end of the episode, Rika says, I hate Digimon, go away from me. Well, first off, Rika, I hate you. You're kind of a bitch. All right? I want to let that be known. I want to let that be known, okay?
Rika's a bitch.
And Renamon, even in her Nine-tailed fox form, I'm not going to say she's bad, but she's cool.
She's cool, honestly.
I mean, not as bad as Takato's teacher. Cannot get enough of her.
Takato's teacher. We didn't see her in this episode, but we wish we did.
Every time I don't see her, it makes me cry.
She sends out. She's like Takato's teacher is like she has pen pals, kind of cute.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, we're on the same page here.
No, I'm with you on that. But pretty much all the big takeaways from this episode, or these last two episodes, are teamwork. Teamwork's gonna make shit happen. Imon's a dick. The writers of the show some fun with dialogue. But now I have a question. I feel like this far in the series,
this could have all been one episode.
Absolutely, yeah.
I love this show, and I love that they take the time to make it breathe. Blah 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 blah. But at the same time, a part of me is also like, let's get this going. Let's get this done.
I agree.
Move
I concur.
on. We get it. We get it. It's like, you know, this could have taken half the episodes. Once again, I don't hate it, but as a viewer, it's like
It's pain.
As someone who's got a little bit of prior experience with this show, part of me goes, let's move on to the real deal. Because right now, honestly, it's starting to get Power Rangers vibes. Where Power Rangers, where they just like relearn the same lesson every time. But this show, there is an overarching arc, and I understand they're taking the time to establish the characters and the reality of the world. Yeah. But a part of me goes, okay, we're 10 episodes in, we're in the double digits now. Let's move on. We've established who we are. Let's get into the arc. Let's get into the fall from grace. Let's see what happens. Let's move on. Let's get some action.
Yeah, and of course, and right now we're getting like some base level transformations. Getting those champion levels, which is the first, like the second level. And so we're getting that, which is exciting. You know, where we just see a little bit of action, and this right here is just kind of like, I think it's giving them the tools they need to progress. But speaking of tools, a question that has been on my mind since, dare I say, episode 1 is, out of the Tamers and their Digimon, in a tier list, so I'm just talking the 6, just the 6 plus Calmon, Hitmon, who can shotgun a beer the fastest? We gotta rank him fastest to slowest.
Okay, Terriermon's built like a trash
Terriermon absolutely number 1.
Wide. Terriermon's wide.
Terriermon has those spikes on the top of his head. I guarantee you, he cavemans that shit.
Boom.
And then shotguns it, and that's fast.
Terriermon,
and that's fast.
Great. Now, off the 3 rookie level or the 3 champion level?
The 3 rookie level, 3 Tamers, Itmon,
Guilmon. Okay, so so what we're talking about? So Guilmon, Itmon, Rika, Calamon,
Renamon, Terriermon, Henry, Takato.
Oh, just the Digimon.
No, the Digimon and their 3 Tamers.
Okay, so
you gotta throw that in there. So we gotta
for sure. Terriermon. Terriermon's built wide.
Absolutely, Terriermon gotta be number 1.
Number 2, Takato, just because he tries hard.
You can see Takato is frat as fuck.
Takato
is so frat.
Hard.
We've been saying this before.
But honestly, so this is where you get to the third spot. This is where it's controversial. Who is the best shotgun out of the rookie level Digimon and their Tamers? It's gonna be a 3-way tie for me in between Rika, Calamon, and Takato. Because Takato's frat as hell, but Rika and Calamon...
Wait, so you're saying...
Sorry, Renamon and Calamon. Because Renamon, I feel like, is a tryhard.
Yeah,
Renamon... At the same time, but also, at the same time, Renamon's more like a wine gal. Renamon wants to wine, or she wants to enjoy her liquor. She could shotgun. She has the potential.
Absolutely, and it's
but
the
she's never trained the muscle. So I put Calamon number 3.
You know, Calmon number... You know what? I gotta go with that. Calmon, like we said, is in a way like the anti-Itmon. You can just tell.
So what's this right now? So right now we got Terriermon number 1.
Terriermon number 1, Takato number 2.
Takato number 2.
Calmon number 3. And that's no question. That is no question. The top 3 are very solid. At number 4, this is gonna be a hot take. I feel like a lot of people would come right now and say Henry. I'm not saying Henry.
You're not saying Henry?
I'm not saying Henry.
Because my mind goes on Henry.
Henry is definitely the guy that, like, he doesn't like to chug beer. In fact, I don't even think he's that big of a beer guy.
honestly, I feel like he'd be like, oh, I don't like the glutens in it.
Or he likes to, exactly, or maybe he likes a heavy. But Takato literally grew up in a bread shop. I guarantee that shit is like chugging water for him.
True.
That's nothing for Takato.
So what?
If it wasn't for Terriermon,
Digimon there or human? Digimon or Terriermon?
Believe it or not, and now this one might catch me a little bit of hate from the fans.
Terriermon.
Takato.
Calmon.
Rika. And now here's the thing. Here's the thing. I know. That is
feminist.
Hot. Because here's the thing. I love women to death. But in a scene,
I believe you.
In a scene with Rika's mom. Okay, in a scene with Rika's mom. So Rika's mom is famous. She had a little bit of part in this. You remember the episode. She makes a comment like, "Okay, so tomboy chic is in." Now here's the thing. I've seen my fair share of women shotgun beers.
She's got something to prove.
Exactly. I've seen my fair share of women shotgun beers. The one time I've ever seen a girl shotgun a beer in like a decent time, and like a time that can maybe even rival me.
She had some darkness.
She was wearing leather. She was a great friend of mine. All right, she was definitely a tomboy.
Okay.
She was bisexual, and she was a very proud butch bisexual. Is how she described herself.
And Rika,
great friend of mine.
Although her sexuality may not yet be discovered,
of course not. That's her decision. You know,
we don't know.
Yeah.
She's 14. There's a lot of time to discover that.
Absolutely.
But the darkness and the general vibes of a proud bisexual woman definitely rest within her. And honestly, I would then assume from what we've seen within the 10 episodes, we've only seen 10 episodes in, but from 10 episodes in, shocking ability. Put it on number 4.
Because here's the thing, though. I guarantee she went to a party, she saw the boys shotgunning and stood up for feminism and was like, let me get this on.
Honestly, yeah,
so that's why I got recap for. I'm glad we can agree with that, even though it's a hot one.
Terriermon, Takato, Calamon, for sure.
Rika's after that.
Guilmon, but he's sloppy.
Guilmon spills. Guilmon throws that can down, and there's a little bit of liquid, but everyone lets him off. Everyone lets him off for it, though.
He gets it on a good time, and he commits, and he never complains.
Because here's the thing, Guilmon's got them big-ass claws. You know, everyone's using his claws as a shotgun tool for one. And then also, every time he chugs it and throws it down, he's going like, I'm Guilmon, It does that little like Guilmon yell. And so everyone's just like, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Like, and maybe he doesn't fully even understand how to shotgun.
And number 6, and honestly, so we're going to say this, number 6, Henry, dead last.
But not quite dead last. We still have 2 more, but I agree. Henry's here.
Do we have Intmon?
We got Intmon. He's got to be dead last, though.
Intmon's got to be dead last? Or do you have,
actually, no.
Who else on the list?
Renamon is dead last. We established that. Renamon's got to be dead last.
Okay, so you know what? Henry is going to be slow on the list. He gets it done.
He only does it when he's super drunk.
Here's the reason why I put him in this position. Honestly, here's why I put him in this position of 5 or 6, whatever it is. Because he does it. He doesn't complain, but also at the same time, he doesn't rely on it. Everyone before this might use this to prove a point. Rika trying to prove masculine femininity, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, all these people, are trying to prove, like, this is their party trick.
Calmon, first off, he's primarily a beer funnel guy.
This is their party trick.
Absolutely. Like, Terriermon and Takato, this is their thing.
Henry doesn't need it. Henry doesn't need it because Henry's already hauling. He's a natural smooth dude, but he goes along with it because he's cool. He's go with the flow. He's not going to complain, and he's got a decent time.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's okay. Like, it's not up there in the top 10, but it's if we're starting out the night, or it's like New Year's
shotgun
or something,
time, yeah.
And the ball drops, everyone's handing out a beer, everybody's shotgunning, Henry's gonna put it down with everybody else.
And then next,
Intmon. Intmon's a bitch, dude.
And
I guarantee he throws it down, and there's still hella in there.
And here's the reason why. Here's the reason why I put Intmon in front of Renamon. It's like I said. It's because I bet Intmon. I bet he pretends like he drank a lot. You know, he's like that freshman. He's like, I've drank a lot of beers, but then he freaking puts one back and he struggles.
Oh yeah, he's struggling.
Like Intmon, he wants this to be his bar trick. Like someday Intmon might evolve to a Takato level. You know, freaking shotgun.
And I don't want to say any foreshadowing, but he may very well catch an evolution that allows him that maybe puts him number 1. We will revisit this list. But right now, without a doubt,
up on this list. 1 second, let's get the lighting back on.
Without a doubt, this list comes down to number 1 Terriermon. He is the goat of this. He does that little like tornado like movie does,
different.
And he can also tornado a beer. But at the party, he's using them little head spikes he got. Bonk, shotgun, gone. All right, Takato. He's been training his whole fucking
Boom.
life for
He
this.
loves carbs. Boom. Done.
He's
Puts it
all
back.
about that. And you can tell he's just the most frat way of doing it. Like
Calamon, he has a good time.
Calamon's just a bro. He's just
but
a
he makes
bro.
it look natural. I want to play. Done. Okay, Calamon puts up time.
Well, Calamon
Done.
definitely the person you got to make the hole for him. But somehow he can just chug. He can just chug.
He can
just chug. Maybe that little like symbol on his forehead like lights up and he just chugs. All right. And then
Guillemon, it's his whole
oh,
personality.
Rika.
No, Guillemon and then Rika. Guillemon and then Rika.
No, Rika then Guillemon.
Wait.
Rika then Guillemon. 100%.
No, I say Guillemon then Rika. So maybe
See,
we're different.
that's where we differ.
Maybe we
That's where
differ. I say Guillemon and then Rika. Rika's
yeah, but
Guillemon's
also
built for
want
it.
to say
Rika's has 10, but she does it.
Calmon's go-to, it's got to be the beer funnel for one.
Oh, for sure.
So that's just his go-to.
No one's
but
saying that.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Beer funnel. He likes to make it extra.
Okay, yeah. So 4 and 5, you say Guillemon and Rika. I say Rika then Guillemon.
Okay.
But obviously, we touched on Rika enough. We touched on Guillemon enough. Guillemon, he makes that hole. He's just after he takes
Henry.
that.
I think we all agree Henry in that
And
next
then
spot.
Impmon, he's got to be second to last. I just feel like first up, Impmon's kind of sleazy.
Sleazy.
And
Total poser.
And he's definitely like the type of guy that brings Henny to the party, or like
Small
or
dick.
type of liquor that's just like super
Dude,
expensive.
honestly, I feel like he brings expensive liquor to the
Really
party.
expensive stuff.
But then he just drinks your flavored vodka. He only wants your he brings
he
Henny.
he just holds it. He just
He
has
brings
it just a
Henny,
hold. Not cool.
but he's only trying to get like freaking blueberry vodka. You know what
Absolutely,
I mean?
yeah.
Pansy.
And then
Fake,
Renamon last.
Renamon.
Renamon's a big wine girl.
Wine girl. She's got a
Call it a
slim
stereotype,
fatigue.
whatever. She definitely doesn't shotgun. She'll shotgun it once or twice, but she's probably gonna throw up afterwards.
She's above it. A little bit pretentious, a little bit too pristine. Honestly, I don't think Renamon gets drunk because she's got work to do in the morning. Okay, guys.
I feel that.
This has been episode 6 of the Digimon Tamers podcast. We just covered episodes 9 and 10 of the show Digimon Tamers.
As well as the most important topic of all, who can shotgun the fastest.
All right, thank you guys for listening. Peace.